note saw
She saw, all right, my uniform. And I can tell you, like, you might think it's a big joke, but it's my career on the line. You can be damn sure I'll deny any story you put forward.
Look, we're going to be in as much trouble as you if we tell how we got the bloody uniform.
Someone's obviously trying to get us into trouble as well.
One guess who?
Well, whoever it is, it looks like they've succeeded.
Look, did you say the tape is still in the rec room?
Yes, but it's locked up.
Well, then you're just going to have to chip in and help out.
I will not.
You want to save your precious career, you will, mate.
You just tell me why. No, I can't risk any more trouble.
All you have to do is unlock the door and keep Nick.
Knit?
Oh, bloody hell, don't they teach you anything at training school?
Definitely Wilkinson, in an officer's uniform.
And you're sure it was the real thing, not a mock-up of some sort?
I didn't look that closely, but... Wait a minute, I just realised. There was something different about it. It was a trainee's uniform with no Wentworth flash on it.
Morning, Pat. Delia?
Oh, Mrs. Reynolds, there's something I have to show you. Can you come right away?
I'm not sure. Any messages, Pat?
Only Mr. Brewer from Department Accounts. He wants those figures he asked for yesterday.
Oh, God, I'd forgotten. That'll start the day off well.
Yeah, he sounded a bit tense.
Oh, dear. Well, come on, Delia. I'll have to ring him first. You can tell me what the problem is on the way.
Well, I find it a bit hard to believe.
You were right. They did a total swap.
So we wouldn't twig what they'd done. Come on.
God, I wonder what's keeping them.
Maybe they were too late.
We'd have all been hauled off by now if they had.
Well, probably will be anyway, thanks to Maxwell and Williams.
Geez, Roddy better pull it off. I can't wait to see Miss Stout cop it for once.
Poor thing will think she's lost a marble.
Poor thing, nothing. She was going to Reno with her.
Geez, we count on Adams for an awful screw. It's Jackson. We're going to have to keep him here as long as possible.
Oh, leave it to me.
Oh, look, don't you try any of that. Oh!
Don't usually have that effect.
Oh, it's me finger. Oh, I think I've got a splinter.
Let's have a look.
Oh, geez, it's sore. Look, oh, I think that's it right there.
Can't see anything, Jenkins. Can't see where you could have got a splinter from.
She was scratching her head.
Oh, it's not funny.
Where are the other two?
Toot.
I didn't pass them.
Well, Nancy had to get a hanky too. You probably just missed them.
Phew. Geez, it's awful hot in here, Mr. J. Don't suppose you could do something about getting us a fan, could you?
You could try not standing so close to people, Jenkins. Allow the breeze to circulate a bit.
Oh, jeez, Lurch, where'd you learn to give the gum on back of a Wheaties packet?
Oh, shut up. I kept him here, didn't I?
Yeah, for all of 30 seconds, poor bugger couldn't wait to be off. What if he goes to the rec room?
Yeah, that's what I mean. Next time, leave it to the experts, eh? Done.
Good.
Hurry it
I'll
up, for
take it
God's
under my
sake.
shirt.
I'd like to jam it down
Now,
Maxwell's
let's get
throat.
out of here.
Don't forget what to say.
I won't. It's still my job if that tape's ever seen.
Don't worry, we'll wipe it.
First chance we get to see himself right away.
Doesn't sound like your uniform will sweat in. We have to get you another one.
Go, you. Off home, are we, Mrs. Slattery?
Yes, thank God. Night shift really knocks me around. And you two certainly get the elephant stamp today, don't you?
Pardon?
That tape showing the women with an officer's uniform.
Don't tell me Delia dragged my name into it. I told her I wanted no part of it. I mean, honestly.
It's either the real thing or an extremely clever imitation.
Either way, it's a huge worry.
Oh, just a minute. I must have rewound it or something.
You sure it's the same tape?
It can't be. But I mean, I locked the gate. You saw for yourself the gate was locked. I know I saw it. I didn't dream it, I swear.
That's all very well, but we still don't have the tape to prove it.
Well, that's what I can't understand. I couldn't have been gone for more than 15 minutes. And that gate was locked. Oh, there was a uniform, Mrs. Reynolds, and it looked like a trainee's uniform with no Wentworth flashes on the shoulders.
Come in.
I'm sorry to interrupt, Mrs. Reynolds, but...
Oh, come in. You may be able to help us sort out what happened to this mysterious tape. Delia tells me you both saw Wilkinson in an officer's uniform.
It's been changed for another one. I can't understand
Now,
what
look,
could have
Delia,
happened to it.
I'm sorry, but I can't go along with it.
Go along with what?
I'm sorry, but I think practical jokes have their place, and it's not in a prison. I wish you'd listen to me.
What the hell are you talking
I
about?
think you'd better tell me the whole story.
Oh, but
Robin.
Mrs. Reynolds?
I've heard your side, Delia. Go ahead.
Well, it's nothing, really, just an April Fool's gag. I must say I was pretty upset when Mrs. Slattery told me you'd gone through with it.
Now, just a minute. You saw that tape too.
The
I
joke's
know what you're
over,
up to,
Delia. I'm sorry, but I did tell you it was stupid.
I don't believe this. The tape was there. He's covering up
I
for some
value my
reason.
position here
Now,
far
that's
too much.
enough, both of you. Wait outside, Delia. I'll talk to you separately.
Oh, but Mrs.
Later.
Reynolds?
You say you talked to Mrs. Slattery about this.
Well, only after she told me that Delia had mentioned the tape and the uniform. I shouldn't have said anything.
Has Mrs. Slattery gone home yet? Good. Tell her I'd like to see her, please. It's important.
I'll make some coffee. I need it after that drive.
Oh, surely I wasn't that bad.
No, you were great. It was the car, I just couldn't keep up with it, that's all. Have you got that list of flats you want to look at?
Yeah. You sure you want to go driving again?
Yes, of course. Besides, I might see something worthwhile investing in.
All right. And as a reward, you can do the driving.
Oh.
I'll get it. Hello. Parker. No. No, I have commitments. No. Can't we meet tomorrow? I see. All right, I will have to make excuses. If you insist. All right. Usual place, 10:30.
Have you worked out the route?
Look, I'm sorry, I can't go.
Oh, something wrong?
No, just, an old friend hit town unexpectedly. I've got to go out for a little while.
Yeah, well, have you got time for coffee before you go?
No, just time to freshen up.
Yeah, well, I'll go through the list and make out an itinerary if you like.
Yeah, thanks.
Then we can get an early start next time.
Yeah, next time.
Well, she came up with the idea on the way to work. I told her I didn't think it was the right thing for us to do in our position, but, well, Delia always did like to have a joke on someone.
Oh?
Well, yes. Harmless stuff most of the time. She gave some of the instructors at the training college a run for their money. If I'd have known that it would lead to...
How do you explain her being so adamant she saw someone in the uniform?
Frankly, I can't.
Okay, it was a gag. On the other hand, if it was an April Fool's joke, why is she going to such lengths to keep it going?
Oh, Mrs. Slattery, do you know what's got into Rodney this morning?
I'm sorry. I'll have to see what the governor wants first. Well, I've got a fair idea. Wasn't very wise of you, was it? Want to see me, Governor?
Yes, I'd like you to verify something for me. Rodney tells me he didn't know Delia had gone ahead with a practical joke until you told him. Is that true?
He did seem surprised. Got quite upset, actually.
Thank you. That's all.
It's taken his bloody time.
Look, stop worrying. Sucks like that can lie through their teeth and not even blink.
Yeah, maybe. Just wish we knew if Renaud swallowed it or not.
Problem is, if she does, it's Miss Stout who's in trouble.
They wouldn't kick her out, though, would they?
Could do. Yeah? But that's terrible. All right, she doesn't disown it. But there's one less screw in the machine.
Well, I'd rather see Mr. Adams go.
Oh, I don't know. I reckon we're doing pretty well with him.
Now, yeah. Once he learned the ropes, I reckon he'd give Ferguson a run for her money.
Connors, McCormack.
Hey, how'd it go?
She convinced?
She hasn't made up her mind yet. It's up to you two to convince her the other tape didn't exist.
No worries.
There better not be. You got me into this mess. You can get me out.
Now listen here, Buster. We're doing it to save our own necks. You're stupid enough to get stripped. That's your problem.
Yes. Well, come on. Oh, and you too, Wilkinson. You've got a visitor.
It's Gran. Oh, but what about the bedtime stories? Do you think you could quickly check it out for me, Mr. Adams?
It's a bit difficult when it's on the governor's desk.
Well, maybe if I ask her, she might understand and I could... Yeah. Don't worry, you still got your bit of hair, eh?
Will you two come on?
Hey, give it to Miss Stout for me.
Oh, God.
Yeah.